Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
No Jumper is back in the headlines. They got a huge problem going over there at No Jumper, and somehow my name got brought up in the conflict. How? I don't know. Man, it's a whole lot of smoking going over there. They smoking over there. But I'm going to tell y'all something, man. We seen No Jumper within the last few years go from content after content that got something to do with the streets, drama, and beef. That's what make everybody tune in every day to watch No Jumper. But this beef right here, this is like no other, man. You got two of the hosts going at it. Y'all want to know who them hosts is? Let me get straight to it, and then we're going to get to the clip how somehow my name got threw up in this. I'm not fighting nobody battles. Let's go check this out.
No Jumper has a really huge problem right now. When a host is talking about which host can have the most shooters in the streets for each other, that's when you know things have officially gone too far. So if you guys have not been tapped in, so Wack 100 and Lush 1 are currently engaged in a beef, and the beef actually started because of this podcast. On this episode of the No Jumper podcast, Wack 100 actually called in and went off on Lush 1 live on the show, because during this podcast, Lush 1 compared Wack 100 telling a story about how him and Big U ran into Future at the airport, and Wack 100 ran down on Future to confront Future about owing one of their homies money. Well, Lush 1 compared Wack telling that story to Munchie B, who's another host on No Jumper, confessing that he passed the bottle to Draco the Ruler's killer every day, right? And people gave Munchie B a lot of backlash for that. So Lush 1 is essentially saying that Wack 100 should get the same backlash that Munchie B got, and Wack was not happy about this at all.
Because Wack was talking big about this bottle. I want to know I want to hear what he got to say next Thursday.
All right, Munchie.
Next Thursday.
You know what?
I'm gonna be tuned in.
I will answer your question, bro. Yes, it's the exact same thing. Like it is the exact same thing.
Because Wack told a whole story with names,
but that's not a
girlfriend.
No.
Uh-oh. All right, J Hood said I'm going to stay out of it, man. There was a conflict before with J Hood defending Wack 100, and some of the hosts left. We got Munchie B. He's back. But Lush put himself in the hot seat, and it seemed like, I don't know, man, it seemed like Lush is ready for whatever that come with it. Wack 100 had posted a video on his Instagram of somebody slapping Lush. And after that, Lush came back with his response. We're going to get to all that, but man, it's heating up over here at No Jumper.
Because, hold on.
No, I'm listening.
Check in.
It's a disagreement, and he just wants to know he want to see Wack.
But what's Munchie really saying? Let's outline it for the people that don't understand, because I understand. What he's saying is he made an implication. He implied something. He made a statement
on
because,
this app.
On anything. And
the same app.
When I say he. I'm talking about both of them. This could be referring to Munchie or Wack. They're both he in this instance. He made a statement about something that supposedly happened a long time ago that he didn't think was going to be consequential or used in any type of indictment, or was
he made a mistake.
So for y'all that's wondering what Lush is talking about, it was a video with Wack describing an incident that happened at the airport with Future. Lush is saying what you said online is equivalent to Munchie B saying that he drinks or smokes, whatever, with the person who unalived Draco the Ruler. So he's saying this is the same thing. This is what Lush is saying. Let's get back to this. Let's see where it's going.
It was not intended to be a police statement.
A mistake, though.
But then when it gets popping, but then when it gets used, but then when it just popping it, but then when it gets used in an indictment in any capacity, that does quote unquote make it police to some degree.
Bro, let me tell you why it's not police.
So if we're gonna get mad at Munchie, get mad at Wack. If we're gonna get mad at Wack, get mad at Munchie. If we're gonna forgive Wack, forgive Munchie.
Yeah,
that's it. Have the same energy. That's fair.
No.
I don't know if Wack 100 was listening live, or I don't know if somebody told Wack 100, or if somebody at the desk sent a text to Wack. But this segment lasted about 12 minutes. At the end of the 12 minutes, Wack was already calling in, right, to talk to Lush 1 and check Lush 1 about what he said. Now, Lush 1 essentially said, right? Now, Lush denied this, by the way, right? Lush denied it, but this is what Wack heard. Wack heard Lush 1 in a polite way, trying to say that he did some dry snitching, right?
All right, now, this is the problem. The problem is when you got dudes that sit on the internet and discuss what goes on in the streets, different communities, and then you invite other people to come in and have these conversations that don't have nothing to do with them or their community. They feel like it's their place to speak on what's going on. That's where the problem starts there. It shouldn't be you worrying about what's going on in the community over here. Let's talk about some other stuff. But once these people feel like they're involved, then they can have an opinion. And at the end of the day, if it's the program that's going on, hey, let's sit back and watch the show.
And Lush one would deny it, but that's what Wack heard. So when Wack called in and Lush one began to deny the fact that he essentially said Wack was doing dry snitching, Wack got even more mad because he felt like Lush one was not owning up and trying to make him look crazy.
So Lush, you saying what? What you in here saying?
Who?
What?
I'm in an indictment.
I never said you. I didn't say you was in an indictment, Wack. I did not say you was in an indictment. I specifically said you.
You got to put the microphone.
I did not say you was in an indictment.
My name like a break your.
Hey, bro, I'm like the one like speaking unbiasedly and defending you.
I run into you all the time.
I'm like, but I'm not talking bad. Like you could save this preamble, but I'm not like talking bad about you.
Hey, you know what a deferred action is versus a charge? Ain't
No one said you had a charge though. No one said that. No, I did. No, I did not say you had a charge. I never said that. I never said you had a charge. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say you had a charge though.
They're both right in a sense. And so let me explain why, right? So the segment was 15 minutes long. Obviously, I'm not going to play the full 15 minutes, but Lush One and the No Jumper podcast was reacting to Big U's new superseding indictment. Now, this new indictment accused Big U of a couple of things. However, they were not charges, okay? They were just like character references saying, hey, listen, this man has done these things in the past. This is his character. But they were not charges. He wasn't being charged with these things. And one of those things was being, I guess, the harassment or torment of Future, right? So apparently, the feds claim, Big U beat up Future at the airport. Big U beat up or jumped Future at the club.
All right, now, these feds not crazy. They not slow at all. They know exactly what happened. If it's any proof of this, they will have video footage from the airport, depending on how bad they want you. So, it ain't no charge. If it was a charge, then we'd say, yeah, too much talking on this internet. But if it's brought up, where did they get it from? Wack said, Big U homeboy said this. They the ones who talking about this. But anyway, man, all this stuff shouldn't have been on the internet anyway. But if it's on the internet, then guess what? You're going to have people that's going to talk about it. And when people talk about it, it turns into a conflict like we seeing right now. I've seen a lot of people do that, man. I've seen a lot of people put stuff on this internet. And when you talk about it, man, it's going up. It's up in the blaze. But if you don't talk about it, then guess what? Nobody knows what happened. But that's the way of the internet. That's the way that this internet is going, man. And this type of drama right here can definitely lead to something happening to somebody. That could be Lush getting whooped on, or that could be Wack going to jail because Lush gonna call the police. He didn't already say, I'm gonna sue you for everything you own. This is what it come to, man. People is on this internet, and when you do something to them, they gonna sue you. They gonna call the police on you. And if you do something to them, you going to jail. This is a no-win situation.
Big U isn't being charged with what they claim he did to Future, right? It's just character references. It's like statements of quote-unquote facts that people told him. Now, so Wack is correct in terms of, bro, I'm not in no indictment. Big U is not being charged with anything I said. Lush is somewhat correct when Lush says, hey, I didn't say that. However, the conversation they was having was about Big U superseding indictment. So when Wack say, why you insinuating or why you saying I'm in an indictment, Wack is essentially saying, hey, y'all was having a conversation about Big U superseding indictment. you essentially implied I was dry snitching in reference to that indictment because they mentioned Future. So you can't say I didn't say you're not in an indictment, but yet you implied I was dry snitching when referencing the feds bringing up the Future incident in the indictment, right? Now, Lush One tries to deny it. From my perspective, bro, I feel like Lush One should just say, hey, listen, Wack, I said what I said. I meant no disrespect by it, but I feel like Lush One denying it kind of make himself look crazy. But at some point, though, and I was kind of shocked, too, because like, usually how these conversations go, Wack 100 goes off, Wack 100 crashes out, and the person on the receiving end, right, Lush One or anybody else, just kind of takes it, right? They kind of just take it and receives it.
On this one right here, it seems like Lush is trying to save face, and I think it's because of that video that we seen with two guys that pushed up on Lush. I think that's it, man. I think people are starting to realize, like, hey, man, I need me a viral moment. They don't even care how they get the viral moment anymore. I need a viral moment. And I think this might be Lush moment to go viral because he went on, when I say he went on the rampage, he went on the rampage, then Wack came back again and posted another video of the two dudes that pushed up on him again. So let's see where this is going to lead to. Let's continue.
This time around, Lush One was actually popping it. Like, Lush One, he backed down briefly, but once, he like kind of like figured out that Wack 100 was not backing down, Lush One kind of began to fight back. And I was kind of shocked because Lush is like a really passive dude.
But I didn't say you had a charge, though. But I didn't say that. I didn't.
Talk for the next time I catch you.
Go ahead. But I didn't say that, though. But I already knew this was going to be some. I don't even know why I answered this.
Hey, listen, I ain't let you niggas meet who Wack is. And one day I'm gonna show you that.
Okay, but
you ain't gonna like it.
But I'm not against you, and I didn't say anything.
Calm down.
Yeah. Even listen, I'm not. I don't know why you tripping on me, bro. Like I'm not.
You just popping it.
No, I wasn't. What did I say that was popping it?
Put the microphone to the speaker.
He passed the bottle to a that killed it every week. I ain't never said no like that.
No, the thing is, I'll say it again.
That's the bro. I think you're lacking context.
I don't understand.
What you talking about?
I think you're lacking context though, because that's not at all like.
Tell you what, hey, look, this all I'm gonna tell you. This is my last warning to you. Watch your mouth with my name, bro.
I was trying to defend you.
Now, Wack just told us, watch your mouth with my name in it. And you'll think that Lush will say, you know what, let me just go ahead and kick back. I don't want no problems, man. I'm just here to get my paper, going back to my house, man. But it didn't end that way. That's why I say no jumper might be, they're going to need to beat the security up around there because, man, this might go crazy or brazy. Let's check it out.
Defend you.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I see you too much, homie. I'm going to tell my story, and I say it again. Big U wasn't even there. He stayed back with the and nobody ever touched it. You would have sent me right now.
Shoot it to him. Please.
Tell me that I'm not hearing what the I'm hearing.
Okay, I'm very curious because, again, there's a room full of people, including Nephew, who would be very quick to be like, yeah, Lush was saying that. I didn't say that you're saying I said, bro. No disrespect. I'm like trying so hard not to be, but I'm not like, you're just like calling me a in a gang when I'm not doing what you said I did, bro.
How long you gonna be turn around? I'm on the 5.
Oh, yeah. Cool. That's what I want, bro. No. What are you talking about? I'm not saying what you said I did.
Don't believe these internet that don't know me, nigga.
No one believes internet anything. Again, this is like so crazy.
Don't get it fucked up. When I was plugged in on them symbols, it was
oh my God. All right, that's awesome. Like, I respect it. That's nothing to do with. No one said Future got a hit. No one said
You talked about if you could be mad at Munchie, you got to be mad at Wack.
Oh well, I feel like I think that. All right, whatever, dude.
So look,
two conflict here is Wack 100 telling Lush, if you are not saying I'm in the indictment, if you're not saying I do anything wrong, then what do you mean you have to be mad at me if you're mad at Munchie, right? Because Wack can say, well, Munchie told. What Munchie did is tell it. What I did ain't telling. So if you say we did the same thing, then you implying I'm telling. Lush is saying, no, I'm not saying that, right? And so once the phone call hung up, now, this is where Lush one went off, because Lush feels like Wack is picking on him. Wack feels like Lush is playing with his name. So these two both got issues with each other.
You did say that.
Yeah, I did.
All right, so they didn't set Lush up. Lush don't even know that he's set up right now. He didn't got caught up in the conversation. They drug him up in there. Now he going to have to go get him some security. Or he might stand on his own too. Let's see.
And I still say that, bro.
But do you understand?
I still say that. What do you mean?
But do you understand why he's mad? I'll tell you why he's mad. Look,
I don't understand.
Because
no, he's mad because he picks on me. Because want to play with me because I'm an easy target. That's why. It's easy to call Lush a bro. No, that's why. I didn't do anything out of pocket. I didn't say anything wrong. If it was anybody else, if it was somebody, no. We know the truth, bro. We know the truth, bro. No, I did nothing wrong.
You did absolutely
nothing wrong.
The Clippers.
The clip, like,
I don't give a about they get mad at the Clippers. Stop on me.
It's
the
out
one
of
person.
context.
Maybe I should.
Took it out of context.
Exactly. And he's smart enough to know that, but he knows he could get at me because I'm Lush, and I'm not going to do. Maybe I should just be like, you know what? Like, that's not cool. Maybe I'll stop defending you. Maybe I'll start.
No, but he
said it was a crib that did it.
No, he started off with you a Lush, you a. That's how I started, because everybody thinks they can play with me, call me names.
It looked like he fed up. Everybody got a breaking point, and it looked like he's starting to break. It looked like he's starting to break. He like, man, I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm ready to go in the parking lot like J Hood. And what's the other dude name, man? Damn, what's the dude name, man? J Hood and Spody Face. Like, they went up in the parking lot. He ready to go up in the parking lot. He don't. It seemed like he didn't came to a breaking point, man.
Pick on me, cause why? No, because I'm a better podcaster than everybody. Cause I'm making more sense than everybody. Cause I'm more articulate. No, I did nothing wrong. I was not disrespectful. The analogy that I made was equally respectful to both gentlemen, who I wish were on a good accord. I don't gotta speak like this either. I'm way too generous. Get the out of here. Stop being a bro. Stop being a bully. Stop being a. Why are you talking to the 45-year-old MacArthur Park J-Cat like that? Why don't you like pop it with the people that are your equal, bro? Because you know I'm a good guy. Because you know I'm not going to say that's weak, bro.
That rant was out of pure frustration. Lush was already fed up with the week, and I feel like that right there was like the cherry on top. If you guys don't keep up with the universe, this the week that Lush one found out that his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend of like his ex-girlfriend for 1 week, okay? They broke up for like a week, and she smashed one of his best friend's comparator. Oh, wow. Right? So because of that, Lush one is already like tormented. He's already feeling.
All right, so let's go over here to Lush page, his Instagram page. And when I say this is where it might take a turn right here because of this video. And I don't know how my name got up in there. So let's get to this part right here.
Also now, ho-ass Wack is threatening me. Ho-ass Wack, the old man, is threatening me. But he not doing shit to Jay Diggs. He ain't do shit to Ant. He ain't do shit to Compton Rick Rock. He ain't do shit to all these people.
Now, this is the part right here. I don't understand. How did I get involved with this? I'm not fighting nobody battles. That's the art of war at its best right here. He must have been reading. Where's it at, man? He must been reading this right here. He must been on the Sun Tzu, man. I can't fight your war, your battle, man. You got to fight your own battle. I don't know what y'all got going on over here, but man, you're going to have to handle that on your own. Let's go check out this, man. Let's get about right here, and then we're going to get up out of here. Let's see where they going with it.
Now, if you thought this was intense, this is not even a percent of how intense things have gotten. So after this, Lush one took to his Instagram And Lush One would proceed to go on what would appear to be a 24-hour straight no sleep binge about Wack 100 on his Instagram. Like this was one of the most insane things. I think insane, but also really impressive. This was one of the most impressive things I think I've witnessed on Instagram. Lush One didn't sleep for 24 hours, right? And talked about the same person for 24 straight hours.
Ho ass Wack is threatening me. Ho ass Wack, the old man, is threatening me. But he not doing to Jay Diggs. He ain't do to Ant. He ain't do to Compton Rick Rock. He ain't do to all these people that have time and energy, but he want to try to pick on me. Wack, I promise you, if you even think about touching me, whatever happens is going to happen. But the main thing that's going to happen is that you are going to be sued for everything in your entire life that you think you own. They're going to be repoing the BBL out of R&B's ass by the time I'm done with you. You want to see Jewish? I'll show you the epitome of Jewish.
That's a very dangerous white man. That white man ain't playing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Whenever you bring people's kids, people's wives, and stuff like that into your argument, that's where it can go all bad. When you go at with somebody, just go at it with them, but don't bring the kids, the wives, and all that. Now, we done it on here. Everybody done did it, but at some point, you got to realize, like, man, I think I done went a little too far by bringing in the family. Got to keep the family out your beef and just make it between y'all.
If you guys don't know Lush One history, Lush One used to work for Alki David. Lush One, after working for Alki David, the billionaire, Lush One helped a woman sue Alki David and get $11 million from out of him. Right? The woman testified to like a hostile work environment, harassment, among other things. Lush One took the stand during that trial and pretty much says, yeah, she's telling 100% of the truth.
All right, I'm going to get up out of there, man. Drama at No Jumper, man. Shout out Flacco for the content. I think they need to figure this out, man. Because, you know, at No Jumper, they the ones who really keeping the lights on. Everybody else, they just, you know, they doing their thing, but it haven't been a big turnout like it used to be with the Anne Hefes, the Brick Babies, and people like that. And I think them two the only one that's keeping the content really rolling along with Adam over there. So they need to figure out how they gonna squash this and keep me out y'all drama, man. I ain't taking nobody's side, man. I got my own stuff going over there. Keep me out y'all beef, man. What is y'all talking about, man? I'm not trying to get in nobody beef. Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.